Hey, Steeler Nation, how is everybody doing? Are you as excited as I am? Holy cow, the day is literally almost here. I can feel it. It is on the tip of my fingers. We are about to get our pick, exactly who we wanted. I hope you are just as excited as I am because you guys, we are in for a wild, wild, wild ride. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today for episode 16 of Ask Makenzie, where we will talk about your thoughts, go into detail about your opinions on the Pittsburgh Steelers, everything that's happening. Because right now, let me tell you, I know this is the time to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Nobody knows what's coming around the NFL from the Pittsburgh Steelers next season, but I know that we know that we're going to bring it. We are going to bring a new level that no one has ever seen in a very long time. And you want to know why? It's because tomorrow night during the draft, we're going to get exactly who we need to finish the puzzle to next season's team. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin talk in their pre-draft press conference, but during the press conference, you guys, I have never seen I've never seen GM and a coach be so relaxed when talking to the media in regards to what is going on tomorrow, what their plans are during the draft. And of course, we're not going to know what they're going to be doing, but we can obviously speculate, especially the rumors swirling around us trading up. Now, we knew that the Chicago Bears were a contender for a potential trade up. Now I'm hearing that the Titans is that the Titans with their number 11 pick could possibly another option for the Steelers to trade up. So, that being said, when I hear Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan say something along the lines of, we don't see any specific urgency, right? We don't have any urgency in as to who we're going to pick because they are so confident in where they are right now. Omar said that it's a great place for them to be in, especially because we have more veterans on this team than we've had probably in the past coming into the draft, knowing that we have veterans to rely on. And I know a lot of you don't like hearing we're going to draft a player so they can learn from the vets. I know you guys say that you want players to come in now. But from what Omar is saying, he says it's a really, really, really good draft to add on to that depth, to get players that can learn from Patrick Peterson and Allen Robinson. They said that going into this offseason, it was so important for them to find a veteran wide receiver. You know why? You want to know why? Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to call Deontay Johnson that much of a veteran wide receiver. Having someone like Allen Robinson adds another element that the Steelers might not have had in the past. So from what I'm hearing from this press conference is that they are ready because they know that they are going to get exactly what they need. They're in a place that they've never been in before. They have an advantage to them that they've never had in a very long time going into this draft. So I'm going to see what you guys are thinking right now. I will stop with what I think for a second and see what you guys think. So let's just say hi to everyone so far. Hello, Bob. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for coming back. Dante and Tyler, hello, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Are you guys excited? I know Pittsburgh Toddy's excited. Can't wait for this draft. I'm sure all of you guys are super excited for this draft. What's up, Jer? How are you doing today? Thank you for being here again. So let's dive right into it. I think Jer hit the nail on the head with we all know who I want to get, but realistically, is this the right choice? Right? Obviously, the legacy name getting Joey Porter Jr. is going to be great in a sense that he will be a player that can learn from veterans like Patrick Peterson. We've talked about Joey Porter Jr.'s stats from college not being as great on paper as we may have liked to see, but there were a little bit of disadvantages that he had in the Big Ten. So there's a lot of things that we can talk about with Joey Porter Jr. However, I think that we have some bigger fish to fry in regards to our first pick in the draft. Maybe potentially an offensive tackle. I've been seeing a lot of chitter chatters in regards to not only the trading up, but in regards to getting an offensive tackle. I don't know, guys. Part of me deep down feels like we could trade up. I know they're probably just trying to put that out there to get in our heads because again, we have no idea what they're going to do on draft day. But again, not only do we not know what we're going to do, but other teams around the NFL, we don't know what they're going to do either. I remember a few days ago on the Pat McAfee show, they said the Colts had they were in talks with 7 teams who were very serious about getting their third pick. And who knows what the other teams in the top 10 are negotiating right now with the other teams around the NFL. So I know that we've talked to about 31 teams. That's what Omar Khan said. We've talked to all 31 teams about the possibilities of trading down or trading up. So do you guys think that this could be the year that we make a big move and maybe go for an offensive tackle like Paris Johnson or Broderick Jones? Those guys would be huge dogs for us. We could finally say, we have the pieces to the puzzle. We will have everything for our offense to protect Kenny, to open up the run game, to make sure we are continuing to move down the field with that momentum next season. So we're not sitting here with the same old run, pass. No, it's just not going to cut it this season. And I think that we know. That's not going to cut it this season. So let's see. Let's see what you guys have to say. Let's see. We shall see how much of a 180 the Steelers do from what we'll think they'll do. Exactly. So I could be here saying, okay, they're putting out pieces and they're putting out ammunition for us to go and get someone early, trade up, go get Paris Johnson, go get Broderick Jones, because, right, that's what we want to do. We want to build the best roster. We want to take the best guy available. However, is this all a distraction to get Joey Porter Jr.? Maybe. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I know for a fact Steelers like to keep family in. Is there a Bills fan talking in here? I'm seeing. Let's see. Who did Steelers lose in free agency? Need a lot more Saturday Pro Football. Now, I don't think it's really important to talk about who we lost, only because we are talking about the positives and the people that we gained. So, for instance, on the offensive line, we got Isaac Somalu, we got Nate Herbig. So those guys are the ones that we gained that we can be super excited about at left guard, because I don't know about you, but that looks like a very, very strong depth chart right there on our guard position for next season. So that's who we gained. Guys, Cole on the defensive side, Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts. Those are 2 guys that we probably didn't sit here last season think that we would have adding to that depth chart. So in those positions, you guys, I think that we can kind of be like, not getting those guys. But I want to know what you guys think in regards to maybe who we'd get in the second round. So we sit here and we talk about, who's our first pick going to be, right? But let's just say we do get a tackle, right? We do get a tackle. Let's just say we don't have 17 anymore, but we still have 32. Who do you guys seeing at 32? Now, is this the time to go get a cornerback? Because a lot of people would argue that would be the next move for us to go and get, right? Right? Would you want to see a linebacker? Maybe Jack Campbell. Is he going to be there? You think? I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts. What would happen if we got an offensive tackle first? Who do you see coming in second? Dante and Kyler say not a Paris Johnson guy. I think Broderick Jones and Skornsky will pan out better for us. And if we don't get them or Darnell Wright, I'd be fine not going OL. I'd like to take I'd like them to take an OL high. Okay, so you're saying that, well, first of all, I don't know if Skornsky's going to be on the board. I think Skornsky could be off the board at top, before number 9, before 9 rolls around. So that is a good point. That is a good point right there. Jared Devil says, have no idea who they'll take. Who they'll really take only makes that map more exciting. Exactly. You guys, we can sit here and we can speculate all day who we're going to take. But at the end of the day, it's the moment that we live in watching the draft that makes it so special. Right now, it's just a speculation show. And I think a lot of people can say that they don't know what we're going to do because we all knew what we were going to do last year, getting a quarterback. Obviously, that was who we were going to get. But Derpy Entertainment, thanks for coming back this week. It's good to see you again. This one year in that draft that I have no idea what they'll do because we're at 17, and you have faith in the Steelers because we're still the only franchise with 6 rings that didn't cheat. I love that. I love that comment right there. And this is also something that Omar Khan mentioned. The depth alone from this draft means that we will still get a good guy for our team next year. The fact that this year has men who have been playing since before COVID, okay? So we have some guys in this draft that have been playing for 6 years. So some of these guys are NFL ready, okay? And some of these guys are going to be making a huge impact on their team next year. So I think the most exciting thing that we can say and sit here and say is if we do end up drafting someone and moving up, we are confident enough that, whether it be Roderick Jones, whether it be Paris Johnson, we know that the teams that they came from have the history of dominance, and especially them in that position, playing for 4+ years, for playing. It's just something that a lot of other guys maybe not have had last year. When we were drafting last year, it was a little different ball game. The playing field wasn't as strong, So that's just where I'm standing. Let's see. Nasty, happy to be here, Herbig. So we got Nate Herbig. We talked about this last week. Nick Herbig. That's someone who I would definitely like to see in the later rounds. Would you see him going 3rd round, or do you think he'll be gone by the 3rd round? What do you think about so Nate's brother Nick, the Wisconsin guy, the one who has very similar film to TJ Watt? He is a dog. He is a huge dog, and it would be great to have someone like him add into our depth. Alrighty. So I see we have some Bills fans in here talking about Super Bowls. So I'm gonna stay away from that. But so we just talked about who we would possibly trade up for. I'm thinking O-lineman. I don't know if we would draft up for a corner. I really don't think that's something that we would do. I just know that the fact that the Steelers are looking at those 2 guys very, very, very specifically, there is a reason. We don't know, but we will know eventually tomorrow when it comes along. So Derpy Entertainment also says, I think we use 32 to acquire someone. Okay. Who would you want to acquire? That's a good point. A lot of moving pieces are going to happen tomorrow. I heard there is rumors of maybe Lamar getting a contract, maybe D-Hop's coming to the Ravens. What does that change for the Ravens possibly? And then maybe the rest of the field. It's just like so many little things are going to happen tomorrow. Who knows who's going to trade for what, who's going to trade back. We saw last year with Hollywood Brown on a plane during the draft to Arizona from Baltimore. You guys, do you see something like this happening this year, but maybe more moves, but maybe this time it's more predictable because we know that anything can happen tomorrow. Anything can happen tomorrow. Let's see. That's a very good question we have right here. If Jalen Carter falls number 9, do you think they'll trade up? See, this is a very good question because the attitude that I was getting from Jalen Carter, in regards to, I'm only gonna meet with top 10 teams. Well, what up, buddy? What if the Steelers move into the top 10 and you're like, oh, I didn't meet with them. Whoops. It's just like little things like that that make me think that he's not going to do well in the NFL with that attitude. However, if he falls to 9 and the Steelers get him, I have no doubt that Mike Tomlin will put this man in his place because we know how Mike Tomlin feels about certain men in that they bring in. And if they don't have a certain attitude or energy to them that's positive, that's going to make the team grow, we don't want egos. We know what it's like to have egos in the locker room. We're not going to cut that anymore. So I'm very interested to see if Jalen Carter, if Paris Johnson is gone, if Broderick Jones is gone, and if Jalen Carter is next. That is a very interesting. That is a very good question. I'm stumped on because I don't know what Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan have in mind in regards to Jalen Carter as a person, as a player. We'll see. Jay says if Jalen Carter passes Seahawks, there's a big chance the Steelers could trade up. But so, okay, so you guys think that Jalen Carter, there's a good chance that we could actually get Jalen Carter. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Hearing a lot about the Steelers trading 32 for more picks because they have time to assess trade calls after day 1. That is a very good comment that you made right there. Trading for 32 because they'll have more time for rounds 3 and 4. I'm curious to know what would happen about that, Randy. That I'm very curious to know what will happen. I trust Khan and Weidel and their big board. I think that I trust the front office more than I ever have in years past. Again, you guys, how I can't get over how chill they were during that pre-draft press conference the other day. It was like seeing Tom Brady walk into a field and throw like 5 touchdowns with no problem. Like that is the calm and chill that we were seeing with Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan. And I just can't say it enough. I really believe tomorrow is going to be a special day for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, let's see. Jer, I guess Dante and Kyler agree with you. They said that they're excited what the different the strategies that they might have as well. I think that again, hearing that the competition and the depth of power and elite in this draft, maybe that we've not seen in the past, will put us in a position to, maybe if this team makes a move and we wanted to get this guy and this guy's gone, Steelers will come back to the drawing board and be like, okay, well, we can get this guy now because this happened, and that guy can go here because we need this. So I think that, again, draft night is a very long night. We have we got 5 minutes, or how many minutes until the next draft pick comes. There is time to go back and say, hey, maybe we didn't get this guy today, but this guy is somebody that's also on our radar that we could get to be a key for next season. So we always do good with the 7th round picks and undrafted free agents. We've seen in the past what we've done with our undrafted free agents. I think that whatever we do is something that, again, it's going to be a need. It's going to be an additional depth piece to our offense or defense or wherever we get, because we have a lot of depth right now, I think, in the wide receiver position. Especially, we just re-signed Miles Boykin for another 1 year. So our wide receiver room is pretty filled. Do you guys see us getting another wide receiver? Probably. Maybe just one. That is another good question. Derpy Entertainment says, I heard that we may do something crazy and get Darnell Washington. What craziness would we do about how would we get Darnell Washington? That is something that I probably haven't looked into because of that possibility. But if they were to go get Darnell Washington, what would we lose? What would we risk? What would we give away? That's interesting because Dante and Kyle are saying, let's see. You said Darnell Washington is probably your favorite player in the draft this year. Do you think that if we get a tight end that it will compromise our tight end room right now? And do you think that if we get Darnell Washington, do you think that it will make our tight end room locked up to be one of the best? Because I don't know about you. I mean, okay, people are gonna say that Zach Gentry isn't the best like second man that we could have right now, and I understand why they say that. But do you think that if Darnell Washington came, he would go in front of Gentry? That is a very good question. Exactly. You say you like the tight end. I like the tight end room right now too. So that is a very good question. Could he even surpass Zach Gentry? Yeah, I don't see them getting a tight end either, but it's okay. None of us know anything, right? It's all speculation. Isn't that the best thing about mock drafts? Because we're just speculating for days and days and days and days. All right, Bob, I see your question. How many jerseys do I have? Do you guys want to take a guess? Let's play a game. Let's guess. How many Steelers jerseys do I have? So we got TJ, obviously. And while you guys are guessing, Jay Underrated said Nolan Smith would surprise you if you got Nolan Smith in the first. Let's see. If we got an outside linebacker, it would definitely put us in a position to feel more confident if TJ goes down, if you will. Same with Highsmith. I think that would be a good addition. Do you see it happen? Let's see. Steelers seem to be willing to trade 17 and 49 to move up if their target player falls far enough. So, okay, everything that I'm hearing right now, you guys, is saying that like the Steelers are going to trade up. I don't even see us getting a pick at 17 anymore because everyone's just talking about, okay, well, we're like all of the different trade talks and all the different possibilities. When was the last time we could sit back and say that? I think it's pretty cool, guys. I think this is really cool that we're just able to sit here and talk about the possibilities of it actually being a thing that we could draft up. It really is. It's a special year. I really think it is a special year for us. Okay, you guys have your picks. You think that it's Justin McCoy thinks I have 7 jerseys. Reginald Rivers says he thinks I have 12 jerseys. Jared Devil thinks I have 5 jerseys. Dante and Kyler think I have 4 jerseys. Nobody's guessed the correct answer yet. None of those were right. And it's less. All right, another one. What if we get Myles Murphy? Because Tomlin liked everyone at Clemson. Hey, listen, Clemson has a great program. When I was reporting in South Carolina, we were at Clemson all the time. We were really diving into those players. We just got Tanner Muse. Tanner Muse is a dog. He was great when he was in college. And you see a lot of Clemson players do well in the NFL. So that is another team I know, like you said, Tomlin likes. So Myles Murphy. It's a very, very interesting to think. I'm just trying to think. Defensive end, again, is something that we could go after. Again, you guys, I don't know what we're going to do. Mike Tomlin seems to be pretty excited over a potential tight end selection somewhere. Well, if we get a tight end selection, who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? Because you guys, I'm just so excited for tomorrow. I can't even sit here and think anymore. My brain is just going crazy. It's just, let it happen already. Let it happen already. I'm just excited to see, what it looks like, what the setup's gonna be like. It's just gonna be so cool to see Joey Porter Jr. sitting there with his father. I'm just excited for all of the storylines and all of the cool things that are going to happen. No one's going to expect any of the crazy things to happen tomorrow, but I'm telling you, crazy things are going to happen. You better get your popcorn ready, because I promise you, you will not want to miss what happens tomorrow night. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know that it's something crazy is going to happen. A lot of things are going to happen. And I might be doing a draft show tomorrow night. I don't know when or where or what time yet. But if you guys want to tune in to talk to me during the draft, see my reactions, see what I think, it would be great to have you guys watching as well, because I want to see your guys' reactions. I want to hear your reactions so we can talk about draft tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just itching for it to happen. All right, let's see. Jay Underrated says 3 jerseys. Close. Jared Evil says 2 jerseys. And Derpy says I'm go 1. No, it's 2. Jared Devil's correct. I have TJ and Ben. I only have 2. Sorry, guys. I do not have 12 jerseys, nor 11 or 10. I only have 2, but it's okay. 2 great players. Got my QB and got my TJ. My TJ. I love TJ. You guys, I don't know what we'd do with that TJ. Brandy has a good point. I don't want to trade up because you're still suffering nightmares twice a month from the last time we traded up. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, why don't we just think positive thoughts? Something positive is going to happen tomorrow if we trade up, right? Right? Come on now. History's not going to repeat itself. I promise. And if I'm wrong, you can sit here and say I told you so. But I don't think so. Ah, thank you. Okay, so we have the time. 7 minutes in the second round, 5 minutes for the third to 6th round, and 4 minutes for round 7. Okay, so interesting. Less time, but stakes are higher. Best players are off the board. What are you gonna do? Got nothing but time. All right, Derby Entertainment says, I know if Tomlin says he wants 1 out of these 3. Murphy, Brees, or Simpson. Simpson or Simpson? Well, if that's what Tomlin wants, and that's what Tomlin's gonna get. Wouldn't it be insane if Joey Porter Jr. falls to 17 and we don't draft him? You know what? Thinking about that is like thinking about, well, what if Kenny Pickett falls at 19 and we don't get him? That's exactly what I'm thinking when I read that comment right there. Is like, okay, what do you do? I don't think that's gonna happen. If Joey Porter Jr. Okay, but listen, the only way I can see us not drafting Joey Porter Jr. at 17 is if someone that's on a tire on the corner chart falls there as well. I don't know. I don't think I can sit here and say I'd like that. Obviously, not a lot of people would. Yeah, you guys, I don't know. I don't know if I'd feel good about that. I do think if we trade up, it's for one of these guys: Gonzalez, Johnson, Carter, and Porter. So you think that we could trade up for Joey Porter Jr.? You think that's still a possibility? Because I don't know if we would be able to. Well, I guess if Gonzalez was still there, would we still go for Joey? That's a really good question, right? I don't know. All right, you guys. So it's been 30 minutes. Are any of you guys like doing anything fun tomorrow for the draft? I want to hear what you guys are doing. I'm going to be in the desert. I have to work in Palm Springs this weekend. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Stagecoach. Stagecoach. I will be working that country music festival all weekend. So I got to drive to the desert tomorrow, and I'll be watching the draft live from the desert in my hotel room. So if you guys would like to join me, make sure you follow me on Twitter so you can get your information about where I'll be tomorrow and where I'll be going live. All right, I'll stop. But yeah, no, if you guys want to tune in tomorrow, see my reactions. I promise you they will be priceless about whoever we get. I'd love to have you on. If it is with the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, you guys should get a notification if you're subscribed to our channel. And if not, I will be with Steeler Nation. And I know Steeler Nation is doing something tomorrow as well. I still don't know what I'm doing, but please follow me, MacMilla16. See you right there. And yeah, you guys will know everything that I'll be doing tomorrow. Derby Entertainment says you're going to the draft party in Pittsburgh. Oh, that's so cool to be in Pittsburgh during the draft, you guys. Oh, what a dream. What a dream, you guys. Reginald says he's cooking hot and honey gold wings. What's your guys' favorite food to make to watch football or to watch the draft? What are you guys cooking tomorrow? What are you excited to see? Randy says, yeah, go Steelers. Yeah, Makenzie, go Steelers. Well, I hope that I see you guys tomorrow. Wherever I am, whatever I do, please follow. And I promise you guys won't want to miss it. It's going to be a great day tomorrow, you guys. I've been waiting for this since January. I've been waiting for this since January. And the day is finally here. And I'm so excited. Can you feel the excitement through the camera? It's just, let's go, Steelers. Let's go. Here we go, Steelers. All right, you guys, I am going to peace out. I got a long rest of my day ahead of me, and it is sunny here in Los Angeles today, you guys. You guys can't see it. How's the weather in your neck of the woods, y'all? It is, it's a great day. Great day to be a Steeler. Great day to go outside, get some fresh air. Oh, I'm loving it. All right, you guys. Merry Draftsmith, as Daredevil likes to say. And here we go, Steelers. Here we go. See you guys next week or hopefully tomorrow for the draft. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.